Ocean Waves is directed by Tomumi Mochizuki and is one of Studio Ghibli's few, if only, straight-to-TV films. Just because it's a TV film doesn't mean lower quality by the studio by any means. The movie is smaller and grounded in reality, but tells an interesting story just to combat any use of a fantastical element. Because of this, it can be easy for people to keep away from the movie and to kind of stay back. But to those who missed out on it, it turns out it's actually a very well-made film. The film follows Taku, who returns to his hometown from college. He is reminded of his senior year of high school and begins to tell his story about it, particularly about his interaction with a girl, Rikaku Moto, that he had an interesting relationship with. What I like about this film is how mature it is, even for something that is done by a studio who tends to focus on a younger audience in their films. Even compared to most romance films in animation and in film, it's also one of the few romances that I've ever seen that has little to no physical contact between the two characters that have feelings for each other. Because of this, everything feels real, and you feel that this is how most people would act in school and in real life, at least during this age. It doesn't follow any traditional cliches that are found in films like this, and it makes it almost refreshing even though this is a film that was released over 20 years ago. The story is simple and it's very much a slice of life film, over even really covering around 1 year of school time. The animation in this film is gorgeous and top notch. You would never know that this was a straight to television film based on the quality of the animation and effort put into it. This did take place in the 90s, and you can see that throughout the style, just in the style of clothing and colors used in the film. There were a couple of problems I did have with the film, one being that we didn't really get enough of how our main character affected Rikaku throughout the story. I do give it a slight of a pass only because the story is told from his perspective, and it would make sense that we wouldn't get all the details of what everyone else was thinking. But overall, Ocean Waves is a really underrated Studio Ghibli film, and if you haven't checked it out, this is one you definitely should see, or at least look out for if you're looking for a movie, especially an animated movie that you haven't seen before. And it's nice to see a studio like Studio Ghibli to do something a little bit different and out of their familiarity, and to do and actually succeed in telling it.